latest updates, subscribe to News9.
As the global pandemic is accelerating, the pharmaceutical companies are working tirelessly to develop a drug and vaccine to combat the contagion. Even when attempts are on in full swing, the WHO has time and again raised concerns over the public health safety. The chief scientist of the WHO, Dr. Soumya Swaminathan, has now said that the test of all humanity is looming over the world.
Global solidarity is important, and not just for this drug, but also for other drugs and for vaccines that are likely to be developed over the coming months. This is a test, I think, for all of humanity.
The clinical trials for multiple potential vaccines for COVID-19 are being fast-tracked. WHO has said that the progress of candidate vaccines are indeed encouraging.
An increased number of these vaccines are moving forward from phase 1 into phase 2, 17 of them. Of those who are in the clinical phase, we have one candidate vaccine from the University of Oxford, the ChAdOx, that you have commented a lot in the media, that is moving into phase 3, but we have other 5 vaccines that are now into phase 2. So we are very encouraged by the progression of these candidate vaccines across the clinical phase evaluation.
Remdesivir is the only drug which has an emergency authorization by FDA for COVID-19. The US has secured nearly the entire worldwide supply of Remdesivir for the next 3 months. The WHO has affirmed that they still don't know the efficacy of the Remdesivir.
But specifically on Remdesivir, as you know, there are many trials still ongoing on Remdesivir, including the Solidarity trial that's looking at mortality benefit. What we know up to now is from the publications that came out of China that did not show any benefit for Remdesivir, and the publication from the NIH, which showed a reduction in hospitalization of about 30%. So patients who got Remdesivir had an average hospitalization of 11 days versus 15 days for the ones who did not receive it.
One of the most challenging parts about COVID-19 has been to identify how it crossed the animal-human barrier. WHO is still conducting further studies in order to ensure such pandemic doesn't occur in the future.
We've also learned a lot about which animals seem to be susceptible to this virus, in other words, getting it from humans. But we still have to get to the bottom of how it actually crossed the animal-human barrier, when that happened. And that's important because we want to prevent further spillovers and further pandemics from arising. So it's important to understand that.
Over 10 million people have been infected and more than 500,000 have died due to COVID-19.